So a few months back, I was seeing all of these articles about Stone Yard Devotional by Charlotte Wood. Everyone seemed to really love it, and I saw it was also shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 2024. So I had to pick it up. And now, after I've read it, I get what everyone's talking about. It's good, but it's a vibe, probably not for everyone, and I think you need to go into it with the right context. So words I would use to describe this book would be austere, meditative, introspective. It reads like the pages of a journal of this nameless narrator who drops her entire life to go live in this reclusive religious community for honestly just some peace and quiet and escape from it all. And I have to say, I get it. Life can be crazy. It's definitely more of a no plot, just vibes book. Definitely very meditative. So if that's not your vibe, this probably won't be for you. But despite all of that, I still think it's very funny. And I think Wood does a really great job injecting a lot of personality into the narrator. So people often refer to this book as having 3 key moments or visitations to the community. So the first is this insane plague of mice that sort of takes over the community. And I heard that was actually based on a real rodent infestation that happened in Eastern Australia during the pandemic. But this plague of mice forces the people in these communities to set out all of these traps and dispose of all of these rats, which the narrator talks about the moral complications with the situation, which led to some funny moments. And the other 2 visitations included the arrival of a former sister of the community who had previously disappeared, her bones, as well as a visit from a celebrity activist nun named Helen Perry, who was actually a childhood acquaintance to the narrator. And each of these moments kind of disturb the peace of this secluded community and trigger a lot of reflections on the past. For me, I liked this one, but I'll be honest, it did take me a really long time to read. It's not even that long, it's like 300 pages, but I feel like generally these more meditative books kind of end up that way for me because they're kind of really easy to put down, and without distinct objectives I'm trying to get the protagonists to accomplish, it's hard for me to remember to pick it back up. But that being said, once I did get around to finishing it, I did feel like it wrapped up really well and was a satisfying read in the end. But personally, I find the concept of a narrator who is kind of trying to escape from her past, but then her past kind of finds ways to catch up with her, forcing her to reflect and make peace with it, is something that I think is universally relatable and something that I really liked. And interestingly, while I was reading this book, I did find out that Wood drew on influences from her own life and her childhood for this book, but she was also writing it during the pandemic, during which she and her 2 sisters also found out that they all had breast cancer. Luckily, all of them have recovered, but that experience obviously had a large impact on her and also had an impact on how she wrote the book. She wanted to remove anything extraneous and only leave what she felt truly mattered. And I definitely feel that sense coming through when I was reading the book. Like, I feel like this book doesn't try to do too much. It doesn't try to transform the narrator and have all of her problems resolved in the end with a neat little bow. But I feel like this book is more about the work, the contemplation, the little steps you take towards growth. So if you're into more introspective, slow, in a meditative sort of way books, I think you'll like this one. But that's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you've read the book, what you thought about it. And if you haven't, do you like these more introspective, meditative books, or are they not really your cup of tea? But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.